Hello everyone, and welcome to my review of a KAZI Tiger tank. This is set number 82011, and it's part of the Century military line. If you guys are into this military type Lego, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and check out my website www.sharkmunch.com for more great reviews on all this military type Lego. Okay guys, let's get into this set. First off, comes with about 1,000 pieces and 2 minifigures, a driver and a gunner. The tank itself is 29 centimeters long, 13 centimeters wide, and 11.5 centimeters high. The cost, you're looking about 25 to 30 bucks on AliExpress. Just a bit of background about like the German Tiger tanks. They're like the most feared tank on the battlefield. They were just absolutely massive tanks. They had like super thick armor. They had like a massive German 88 main gun. And overall, this model is like a really great representation of like that iconic Tiger tank. It looks really, really close to the actual thing. I believe this is like a Tiger 1 model. It appears to be built to scale, and it just looks really, really cool. I saw this set. I know it's been out for a while. I think it came out since in about 2014. But man, I really like the set. I really love the look of the tank. I especially like that it's like in the desert tan. It reminds you of like the Africa Corps. Yeah, just a really great model overall. And the price is definitely right. I mean, 1,000 pieces of Lego, what would that cost you guys? You know, you're probably looking at around the $200 range. This is like 25, 30 bucks. Like, just incredible value. It's definitely worth it. Just like a great build overall. I really like this tank. So guys, listen, I'm going to get you into the instructions here. We'll just go through them quickly and kind of discuss the build and the bricks. There you see it, KAZI KY82011 is the model number, 995 pieces, ages 6 and up. Yeah, a 6-year-old would definitely struggle building this model. I would say it's definitely age 6 to 10, you need your parents to help. Oh, there's some stickers here. Okay guys, so let's take a look at these instructions. This is kind of what you have with the KAZI. Fairly straightforward, kind of Lego-like instructions. They're in color, they're pretty detailed, and they're actually pretty good. I mean, I followed along. I didn't have really any issues at all. It's just kind of your basic build. The engine is really detailed and sophisticated, which I like. What else we got here? The most difficult thing by far, guys, will be doing the Tiger wheel system. Here we go. This was what I found to be like the hardest part. It's literally took me almost an hour to build all these wheels and make sure I got everything right. You would definitely want to take your time and be careful when you're doing the wheel assembly, because it's not something that you want to do twice. And if you put these wheels on backwards, God help you. They're hell to get back off. Luckily, I didn't make that mistake. But if you did, like, you're like wrenching these things to get them on. So yeah, it's really tough and brittle solid plastic. It is ABS plastic. It's safe, non-toxic, environmental friendly, and all that jazz. But it's still tough getting this stuff together. So definitely, if you plan on building this with a child under the age of 10, you're definitely going to be putting in some work here. Here are the tank tracks. They're like Lego Technic type tracks. We'll get into those later. I have a little bit of a comparison for you guys, the Kobe versus these Technic tracks. So there you have it. You're kind of building your model along. You're getting the hull of the tank done. Really nice engine. I mean, they took some time to design this tank. It's really cool. I really like having the interior, although I'm not sure really how much you use an interior. with tanks. Usually you're more into like stuff up in the top turret and stuff like that, but just want to kind of give you guys a sense of this build here. I don't want to bore you too much flipping through instructions, but it's kind of good to know what you're in for with this set. And I like that the top turret comes off. You can see inside the driver and gunner compartment. The back flips up, so you can kind of see inside the engine. I mean, overall, this is pretty nicely done. And it's all done with like your standard kind of Lego and Lego Technic blocks. So you could build this out of Lego if you wanted to. Not sure why. 25, 30 bucks. You know, what would it cost you in Lego? A couple hundred? So, I mean, if you're like an absolute Lego nut and you absolutely need to have that Lego stamp on all your bricks, you could order it all brick by brick, but I don't know, man. This is just easier and cheaper. And that's kind of the finished thing. There's no printing on any of the pieces except for the minifigures. You do get these stickers of the German Iron Cross there, the markings. You can see my sticker right there. I put that on. I didn't put every sticker on, but I put a few. Did I put any on the back? Nope. Get rid of this instructions. I'll kind of get into the features of this tank. Okay, first of all, guys, the turret does not fully rotate. Let me just try to move it here. It goes about, it doesn't quite go over, that's about as far as you're going to get it, okay? So it doesn't spin 360, which is a bit of a problem. I was going to take this off for a second. I'll show you guys. It does have an interior. You pop that turret off. You can see the driver and gunner. And this back part here actually flips off too. So you can see it's just connected there. And then at the front, it just hooks into there. You can kind of see the engine. So I thought that was pretty nicely done. I mean, it's pretty solid. This isn't going to come off on you. Oh, the front here, you got this like, you got two hatches here. Oh, I'll get this back on. There we go. All right, so yeah, you get your front hatches here. This is something here that flips up. I'm not really sure what it is, but it's there. I'll flip that down, and I want to flip you down. There we go. Okay, you have a little driver's port there, and then you have this little machine gun. Again, it's kind of all built with Lego. It's like a little Lego aerial or something like that. It's not an actual like custom molding of a machine gun. The barrel of the tank gun itself, look, that's about as high as it goes. I'll give you guys a side view. And that's about as low as it goes. So it's okay. Pretty decent. There's also a hatch on top of the turret here. This opens up. So you could at least get like a minifigure in there. Don't have one. I'll put this guy up there. You can kind of like get a guy up there. And there's just like little empty space here. Can't really do much with it. So I'll close that. This here you can't open. It's really a shame. I know the Kwangwon, they have those custom turrets where you can open it up and get a minifigure inside. Not on this one, unfortunately, but it's still a really great model. It's still like a really cool tank. I'm really impressed with it. And it looks so real too. I really like the wheel assembly. As much of a pain in the butt as it was to kind of get it all together and assembled, The track system and the wheels, this looks like an actual Tiger tank, like the wheel assembly and everything. I'm really impressed with that. So you can just check out some of these tracks. I did add an extra track piece. I forget how many. I think it said you need 60 or 61 of these on each, links on each one. I added in a second one because it was just too tight and just wasn't naturally flowing. This works much better. It's a lot loosey-goosey. It just kind of rolls on a solid surface like this. You can see how cool it is. I reviewed the KAZI Panzer IV tank, and the track system and the links, it was just really, really hard and forced to get those things to roll. This set is much nicer. It rolls much more naturally. You got all your wheels moving and the tracks moving as well. Just want to show you guys the tracks. These are like your Lego Technic tracks. Let me break it. Oh, here we go. So as you can see, you got these little clips right here, and you got this small little rod in the middle, and they just snap together in the center. That's how it kind of goes here, guys. And that's how you make your tank tracks. Now compare that to these. These are like the Kobe tank tracks. They're much thicker. The rods are much longer and they connect at each end versus in the center. And that makes a big difference. It's a much more stable track system. It just flows nicely. It rolls nicely on both hard surface and carpet. The wheels on the Kobe tanks will all be moving and stuff like that. Yeah, so I much prefer these tracks, but these ones are still okay for this tank. As you'll see, I'll take you down to the carpet level and show you how it rolls on carpet. You can kind of see it here rolling. It looks really good. I'm very impressed with this tank. Don't get me wrong. Just because I don't like the tracks all that much does not mean that this is a piece of crap. This is still a really cool tank. So now we're on carpet, and this is just rolling along so smoothly. I'll just go slow it down for you guys to see. You can see like the wheels are turning. I can reverse, forward, and take out this KV2. I want to get over here. I've already reviewed the Panzer IV. Same track system, but it just doesn't roll as well. It just seems really hard. Your wheels aren't moving as much. So the track system on this, I think it has to do with like the wheel and the drive wheels and whatnot. It just didn't work as well as on this KAZI Tiger tank. There, it flows much more naturally. So overall, KAZI Tiger tank rocks. I really like it. I like the look of it. I'll just compare it with the Kwangwon Tiger 131. I've already reviewed this tank. It's a little bit longer and is based on actual Tiger 131. I mean, it has some different features. It has that custom muzzle brake, custom hatches and stuff like that. But this KAZI Tiger tank actually looks, I just find it looks more real than the Kwangwon tank, which is a really great quality tank. I love the track system and that. But I don't know. I'd like to tell you guys just buy one of these ones, but honestly, like they're both so cool in different ways that I would buy them both, which I did. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this review of the KAZI Tiger tank, set number 82011, part of their Century military line. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and check out www.sharkmunch.com for more great reviews on all this like military type Lego. I'll be building tons of like World War II era stuff, a lot more tanks. I'll be checking out a lot of different Sluben sets, a lot more of the Kwang Wan sets, and hopefully KAZI will start building some more tanks. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe to my page, and I'll see you guys all again soon.